Greetings. Rain, cold, snow, blizzard, storms. We rolling through it all. We keeping it moving forward, taking the steps we need to get to where we need to be. At least I hope all of us are out there. We got things to do. We got dreams to make come true. We got ideas and visions to bring into fruition. So it was brought to my attention just how life and God be doing. Something I need to work on, which may be something you need to work on, or just something to consider on our journeys. You cannot change anyone until you change yourself. So this is where we're starting at. To become the change, or to change anybody, you have to become the change. You have to make the change internally within yourself before you go try helping someone to change or thinking you can change anybody but yourself first. So with that said, Source will always give me confirmation of the lesson that I need to learn in numerous ways. Sometimes with certain words, and it's like the same word repetitively that I'll hear, or the same phrase, word, whatever, repetitively from different people in my life. Whether it's a customer in my daytime job, a rider when I'm Ubering, family, a stranger in a grocery store, they'll just say this certain phrase or this certain word, and it's like, okay, Source, I get it. It's you coming through. As Source does for all of us. Sometimes we're just so bogged down by our environment and our circumstances in life that it's hard to get it. But at this point in my journey, I can hear Source loud and clear. It might take a few times, but once I get that confirmation, like, oh, that's Source coming through. This is what I need to work on. It's very much like internally, I just feel it. I know that it's Source. I know that it's something I gotta work on. So as I started this video, I was saying, you cannot change anybody or create change in this world until you create change within yourself. And I am starting to find that out or comprehend. I have heard this in my life before, but now it's confirmed and I comprehend it. I think there's a difference between comprehension and understanding. You can understand something all day, but until you actually internalize it and integrate it into your life and start to practice whatever it is that you have come into understanding of, then that's when it matters. But you can say, yeah, I understand, go out and do the exact opposite of what you were understanding to be whatever. But so due to age probably and just life situations, I finally comprehend, like, you really can't create change in this world or change anybody or anything, your environment, your circumstance, especially your environment. Your environment, and I think that's what gets a lot of us, like, we're trying to get to where we want to be. We're trying to bring our vision, our purpose into fruition, but we're doing the same things that we've always done. We're hanging around people, places, doing things that we've always done, and we're not escaping the pattern of redundancy, because we're not focused on really trying to figure out why we're not getting to where we want to be. We're just trying everything to a certain extent within ourselves to get us to where we want to be, but we're not actually getting there because we're not changing anything within ourselves, within our environment, within our patterns and behavior. We're just doing the same old things, hoping that everything's going to change and everybody around us is going to change. Well, brother, sister, I'm sorry to tell you, you got to put in the work for yourself, baby. You got to start to make the changes within yourself, friend, okay? You got to start to put in the effort towards yourself, and you can't worry about what anyone else is doing or their opinions about what you're doing. And you sure enough can't worry about the outside environment and atmosphere of what you're doing or where you're at if you're making the effort to bring yourself out of what you normally have been in, and at least taking steps to put yourself in more environments that are where you want to be, or the atmosphere, or creating the atmosphere in your life to what you're trying to create or what you would like to see for yourself. And we have a tendency, when we're not seeing any outcomes, or the outcomes that we would like to see are the ones that we are trying to create for ourselves, we have a tendency to get frustrated with everything, the people around us. Oh, why can't they do this? Or if they could just do this, this would allow me to do this. Or if this situation wasn't like this, I could do this. And bottom line, those are excuses, okay? Pure T excuses, because we're not holding ourselves accountable, because we're not making the changes that we need to know, that we know we need to make within ourselves. So everything around us is the same, but that's cool. You know, that's cool. You cannot change people. You cannot change your environment until you change yourself. And that is the message for today. And if you're seeing this, and if you're hearing this, you needed it. You needed to hear this. You needed to let this resonate and try to implement on changing yourself to get to where you want to be. Because that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to be, is by implementing change within yourself. And then once you change, your environment and your atmosphere is going to change, because you're not willing to sit still in an environment, in an atmosphere that doesn't suit you. So, that will change, and then naturally people around you will change, because either those people will just no longer be as big of a part of your life, and you'll meet more people more in line with who you are and who you're becoming and who you will become and who you want to be. And those people may provide opportunities, may provide connections for, guess what? Your environment to change, your circumstances to change. So, as I said, the change has to start within. It has to start with you. It cannot start anywhere else. You cannot say, oh, I wish this was different. I wish this person was different. No, you gotta be different, my friend. Okay? You gotta be different. No one else has to be different, because we all have free will here. We all are in control of ourselves. We all are accountable and responsible for ourselves. And source, whatever you choose to believe, God, Allah, Jesus, Buddha, everything but the devil, because we don't play that here, okay? But we're all responsible for ourselves. So as much as this person might be, a challenging person in your life, or the environment and your atmosphere around you is challenging, we got to come out the mud. We got to come out the mud. We can't just keep staying in the mud expecting for flowers to bloom, fruit off of trees blossoming. We got to actually take the steps to come out the dirt, come out the mud, and change the environment around us for ourselves. It all starts with us, and that is what I'm learning these last couple of days. Is just, it's one thing for me to say that I'm changing and that I'm trying to change things around me, but I realized I can't do that. And if you are going through a similar experience, I'm here for you. We in this together. We got to start holding ourselves accountable. We got to start making sure that we start at the root, and the root is us. Like a plant, like a tree. It all starts at the root. Nothing grows if the root dies. Nothing grows if the root is sick. Nothing blooms if it has bad roots, bad soil. Foundation. And you are the foundation. You are the roots. You are the soil. Well, source is the soil. I don't know. But you get it. You get what I'm saying. It all starts with you. So, if you're seeing this, once again, because like I always say, you might have just cut in midway through this video, and you might need to hear this. It starts with you. The change starts with you. Nothing changes your environment, the people around you, until you start to make the change within. I promise you, once you start taking the steps, once you start trying to change yourself, or just to effectively take accountability for yourself and realize that nothing in your life can change unless you put the effort into creating the change. So that's my little rant for today. I hope this finds you well, and if you're going through some challenges, if things are a little hard, always remember, no storm lasts forever. It's all just permanent. No storm lasts forever. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And we're only in these vessels until we're not. So even the very existence of this vessel of your life is very much temporary. So try your best. I know it's hard. I have my days. But I always try to push through it. And always remember, it's not permanent. It's not permanent. Everything is temporary. No storm lasts forever. The sun will come out again. It might, and where I'm at, it might take a few days, but it will definitely come out. The sun doesn't ever not shine. There may be clouds, you might not be able to see it, but it's there. It's always shining. So keep shining, keep your head up, and much love, much positivity, abundance, whatever you need, strength, energy, vitalization, whatever you need. I hope it finds you. I right. Deuces.